With an estimated height of 420 feet, Raven Cliff Falls is the king of South Carolina's waterfalls. One of Georgia's most well-known and stunning waterfalls, Raven Cliff Falls is located in a valley packed with other waterfalls. But sadly, a 41-year-old Utah woman died while climbing the frozen waterfall while trying to save someone else, and is now being hailed as a hero for pushing her friend out of the way as a giant column of ice fell toward them. What happened? The Raven Cliff Wilderness, which is surrounded by soaring hardwoods and flowing trout streams, is home to a variety of wildflowers and vibrantly colored moss patches. One of the most gorgeous and well-liked hiking paths in North Georgia is the Raven Cliff Falls Trail, which is brimming with stunning flowing waterfalls. This route is one of the most well-liked places to camp in North Georgia. The trailhead campsites provide wonderful streamside camping only a few steps from the car and provide an excellent base camp for day hikes on the Raven Cliff Falls Trail. On the level banks of the stream, the trail is also littered with numerous backpacking campsites, providing a little more seclusion for campers prepared to backpack in. Meg O'Neill, a climber from Salt Lake City, was with two friends on Sunday, April 2nd when they attempted the two-pitch Raven Falls WI-4 route in Indian Canyon, not far from Duchesne, where a significant ice column collapsed, and she was killed. 34-year-old Sean McLean, who was leading the ascent, was nearly at the summit when the pillar shattered, causing him to fall 40 feet. His belayer, Ann Nikolov, came dangerously close to being crushed by two big slabs of ice, but O'Neill, who was standing nearby, moved her out of the way. The incident occurred on Sunday while Meg O'Neill and two other climbers were ascending the 420-foot, 129-meter-tall icy Raven Hills in northeastern Utah. According to KSTU-TV, Camille Fiducia, the creator of Embark Outdoors, where O'Neill served as the assistant director, confirmed her demise. The Duchesne County Sheriff's Office reported that O'Neill's body was found Monday night between two huge blocks of ice. According to reports, O'Neill heard the cracking of the ice before it fractured and saw it. Her quick thinking unquestionably saved Ann's life, according to a statement from the Duchesne County Sheriff's Office. The DCSO expressed its profound sympathies to everyone impacted by the tragedy, as well as the family of the brave, heroic woman who sacrificed her life trying to save another. One of the first people on the scene was local climber Dustin Lyons. He tells Climbing, "Ann was able to descend and dial 911, and she immediately called me. I immediately contacted as many climbers as I could to get help out there as soon as possible." Lyons and a number of other local climbers were able to track down a badly hurt McLean and helicopter him to safety. The search for missing O'Neill became the group's new priority. Lyons and a number of other people searched until about 5:30 in the morning. At that time, he adds, "We decided to come down and regroup and headed back out around 10 a.m. the next day, with a significantly larger number of friends and neighborhood residents. With the help of a brand new set of climbers and some fresh information about Meg's location, we were able to find her very fast on Monday," according to Lyons. "We then helped SAR from Duchesne, Utah, Wasatch, and Salt Lake counties dig her out." Lyons informed Climbing that McLean had undergone surgery and was expected to make a good recovery. "There were many friends of hers who helped bring her home, and many who gave their blood, sweat, tears, and time to get her out," Lyons said. O'Neill served as the assistant director of Embark Outdoors, a charity organization designed to empower refugee young women through outdoor education as well as sports such as hiking, climbing, swimming, and camping. O'Neill was a well-respected and prominent part of the local climbing community. She also worked for organizations that provide environmental education through outdoor experiences, such as Nature Bridge Yosemite, formerly known as Yosemite Institute, and Outward Bound. O'Neill previously held a position at Utah International Charter School as a science instructor. Lyons and other climbers who spoke with Climbing observed that the area's winter season had lasted longer than typical and that the day in question had been warmer than usual. However, there was no evidence that the route was dangerous. According to Lyons, most of these climbs don't last as long as they have this year. However, the ice conditions have been excellent. Even though it was later in the season and a warm day, the fallen pillar was substantial and appeared to be in good shape. Simply put, it was an accident. The survivor, a 21-year-old woman, made her way out of the terrain and drove to where she could call 911. A 34-year-old man with them fell about 40 feet and was taken from the scene by helicopter. The three were scaling the frozen river falls in Indian Canyon in Duchesne County, about 90 miles southeast of Salt Lake City. The spot is popular for ice climbing, a sport that involves traversing frozen surfaces, including waterfalls and cliff faces. Pictures posted online by the Sheriff's Department showed the Raven Falls area covered in thick layers of snow and ice. In one photo, an ice column that detached from Raven Falls stood taller than several people next to it. Other photos showed a helicopter airlifting one of the climbers and flowers that were placed in the area where the tragedy happened. We send our deepest sympathies to everyone impacted by this tragedy, as well as to the family of the brave, courageous woman who lost her life trying to save another. While grieving the loss of a loved one, we hope that everyone will find solace and that all the warm support will win you over, the Sheriff's Department said. O'Neill worked at Embark Outdoors, a non-profit designed to empower young refugee women via outdoor education and sports. First responders who arrived on the scene summoned a helicopter to hoist the injured male climber and fly him to a hospital to be treated for serious injuries. There was no immediate word on his condition. According to the Sheriff's Office, it took firefighters, search and rescue teams, paramedics, and volunteers about 30 hours to recover O'Neill's body. Officials hailed the 41-year-old as a brave, outrageous woman who lost her life while saving another. Although the Sheriff's Office has not named the victim, multiple friends and colleagues have identified her on social media and in interviews with local news outlets as 41-year-old O'Neill from Salt Lake City. O'Neill worked at Embark Outdoors, a non-profit organization that inspires young refugee women through outdoor sports. Camille Fiducia, O'Neill's colleague, described her to Fox 13 Now as the heart and soul of the program, who dedicated her entire life to service. Before joining Embark, she taught high school science at Utah International Charter School. An avid outdoorswoman and climber, O'Neill had a vision to make outdoor activities more inclusive. Fiducia said, "If all of us can be 1/8 what Meg's attitude of service was, what a change that would be in our local community," she added. Embark Outdoors posted a message on its Instagram page honoring O'Neill. The post said, "We have lost a dear friend, a hero, and our fearless leader. While ice climbing in Duchesne County, our Meg was involved in a horrific tragedy. Before she was murdered by falling rubble, she made sure the others on the ground were safe in a move that was so Meg." Loved ones have created a Facebook page titled For Meg, where friends have shared photos and fond memories of O'Neill. Meg was a force of nature, and the world is a less fun, less sparkly, less lively place without her in it, one user wrote. What do you think about this? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed today's video, then make sure to leave a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon to always be updated with the most exciting content as soon as it's uploaded. Thanks for watching. See you again soon in another video.